Yeah. Welcome to the open book, where truth don't hide, stories ride, and every chapter got that power. Turn the page, now you stepping in, where real ones talk and the fake pretend. From viral heat to deep convo, we write the truth, let the whole world know. This ain't just a channel, it's a movement. The open book, every story, every voice.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the open book. This is your host, Lakeisha. I hope everyone is having a wonderful Wednesday morning. I was running some errands this morning, did a short live earlier. If y'all didn't tap into that one, make sure y'all check it out later. Let's see who we have here in the building so far. Hey, my girl, Honey Drip is in the building. Thank you so much for joining, sis, and for being first in the building. Make sure y'all tap the like button. Let everyone know we are live. Hey, Honey 5K is in the building. Good morning, sis. Thank you for joining. Welcome, Angel. She said, hey, I'll be in chat. Thank you for the gifted membership. Oh, you're welcome. So last night, y'all, we were on live and we reached our goal. And so that was one of the rewards last night, that 5 people were randomly selected for memberships. Okay. So thank you for your support last night. And also special congratulations to those winners. And welcome to the open book membership. Okay. Because we have, some other conversations and things like that from time to time, and some also some other content that I will share with them that I don't necessarily share out here publicly. So make sure you grab your membership. You can click the join button, or there is a link underneath the bio. Okay. Hey, Shani, good morning. Thank you for joining. All right. So, y'all, we're going to get into it. I'm not going to keep you too long this morning. Last night, Big Keys had shared a video where he had gotten access to a police report from about Carlos, okay, and something that had transpired with him that provides really some context, and it shows a pattern of his behavior, okay, based off of some things that I'm going to read for you all that was in that police report. Hey, Tasha, good morning. Thank you for joining. And y'all, it's really a lot of confirmation of things that are coming out, because we have been having these conversations. Okay, we've kind of been talking about this so far, and when I tell you, this really confirms and really seals it on some stuff that I feel were really happening that dreadful day. Okay. Let me also say that this live is for educational and entertainment purposes only, and is covered under the Fair Use Act. Information shared is alleged in our opinions as we react to various topics and people. Okay. Hey, Janice, welcome to the open book. Thank you for joining us today. Let's see here. Okay, so y'all, let me refresh your memory. I wanted to play a short that I posted weeks ago. I don't know the date of it, but let me pull that up and refresh your memory before we get into what was just shared with us yesterday. Now, this video was from a lady that is on TikTok. I haven't really seen her on any other platforms, but she may be on other platforms, named Spiritual Detective. Okay. And, some of this, I definitely look at it for entertainment purposes to kind of see what were some things that were being said. But something that she said has stood out to me when I watched this particular video, because I recall some details that were coming out about Carlos allegedly trying to put Romeca into the passenger side of her vehicle during a part of this struggle. Okay, but she got away, didn't get in. He was trying to allegedly close her in there. The witness even vouched and said it looked like he was hitting her in the back with the car door. Then after that, allegedly they were trying to put her into the back of Holly's car. But we're hearing it as in, oh, she was trying to get to Holly's baby. Okay, we'll put that in quotes. Okay, you're not getting the notifications. Oh my goodness! So sometimes, sis, you may have to unsubscribe and subscribe back and click the bell, and then that'll put you back into that. I don't know why YouTube does that, because some people tell me that they receive the notification late. One time I received my own notification late. Okay, so I know that people are not lying because it happened to me. And so let me play this for those of you who did not see this particular video, and then we'll get into some other info about this.
Secret society where they sacrifice people. This is what I'm also gonna do. They wasn't gonna do it there, so they wasn't going to take her life at that specific spot. They wanted to take her somewhere else. Why did they want to take you? She refused. And the fact that he or whoever was posting videos of her trying to make it seem like she was the aggressor, it speaks to the nature of this crime as well. It speaks to the fact that he gave no fucks about her at any point, because if he did, it wouldn't have happened in the way that it happened. It happened the way that it happened because he wanted it to happen. He just didn't want it to happen there in broad daylight. She's saying that they were supposed to kidnap her and take her somewhere else and do it, and then make it seem like she went missing. They was not supposed to do it like that. It was very, very sloppy the way that they did it, she's saying. But my condolences to the family of secret society where they sacrifice people. This
so
is
that
what
was
they do.
one of the videos that I wanted to bring back to your remembrance. Hey, Tabany, good morning. Also, there was another video from the witness that I slowed down. This was the guy witness that was there on the scene. Okay, and I slowed it down. And the title for that one, let me find that one. Let's see. So that video with this lady here, I had posted that on October the 5th. Okay. Then when I slowed down the other witness, that video was on, let's see, what day was that? Oh, I just passed it up. I apologize, y'all. Okay. This was on October the 6th, okay? And I slowed it down. And I want y'all, because I know it's a lot of people that's talking in this video, but I want you to specifically listen to the Hispanic guy that was there on site, okay? Let me pull up my screen. Good morning, Miss Lady. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Y'all make sure you tap the like button as you come on in, okay? All right, here we go. So listen to the Hispanic guy and what he says.
This her part right here, she was standing on her doorway.
Let me play it again.
This her part right here, she was standing on her doorway. This her part right here, she was standing on her doorway.
Okay. Instead, you had her in a headlock and you tried to kidnap her. Okay, he shot her and had her in a headlock, and he tried to kidnap her. Now, many people were confused where that narrative was coming from. It was coming from the witness's own mouth. He said that. You had to kind of slow it down and really listen to it, but he had said that. Now, this is someone that was actually on the scene, okay? Then we had the spiritual detective, okay, if you believe in that, was saying that, hey, Romeca was saying that they were trying to take her somewhere else. A lot of that, we were like, okay, Where were they trying to take her? Okay, was it really trying? They were really trying to have it there, or were they indeed trying to take her somewhere else? Taymani said it was another witness that came forward. Oh, really? I hadn't heard that one yet. Okay. Past behavior is a good indicator of future actions. When Keys was reading the police report, I thought it was from the recent incident. Was shocked when he said it was a different one. Clock it, Angel. Okay. I'm telling you, we had already started talking about some of this because there was just some red flags. Okay. Let's see here. Yes, thank you, Latte. Okay, discretion, viewer discretion is advised. So let's get into this police report, and shout out to Keys. You know, he will allow people to get screenshots of what he's talked about on his channel, like the police reports and so forth. Now he gives full access to his members. Okay, so I thank God for the part that he did share with the public, because this was very key in some stuff we've been talking about. Okay, now this particular one was for Carlos. Okay, and it showed his name on it, and I'm going to read just some of the summary of the things that it said on this particular incident report. Okay, it said, in summary, while working beat 1833, responding officers were on routine patrol when witness unknown waved down officers, stating that there is a male on the northeast corner of the street trying to force the lady victim. Now, her name is redacted in this. Hey, Brittany, I don't know who the lady is, if this was Romeca or if this was another lady. Okay. And it does have his name, Carlos Smith, on this police report. So that part I'm not sure of because it's redacted, it's crossed out who the victim's name was. But catch, it said he was trying to force the lady in the car. This wasn't this incident, y'all. This was a different incident in 2023. Okay. So look, I want y'all to pay close attention. Hey, Miss Elaine, thank you for joining. And she is actively calling 911. Responding officers then proceeded to the location of the unviewed disturbance, where they encountered a male and female subject who appears to have some form of physical altercation due to victim, name crossed out, holding their right eye, in which was black in discoloration and was bleeding. Now, I was almost wondering, was this the time when they got into an altercation and Romeca had that, y'all know, that mug shot with her eye discolored? Now, if this isn't her, okay, in this particular police report, well, guess what? He just out here coloring all kind of women's eyes. And was that the first time he made her eye look like that? I'm just saying, because they said that was allegedly in retaliation for some stuff that he did to her, she did to his car. Okay. But if this is not her, okay, we got multiple women, and you go for people's eyes, I see, discoloring their eyes at that. Okay. And this one was also bleeding. See, I don't have respect for a man that feels that he can put his hands on a woman, and especially discoloring their eyes and leaving bruises, marks, doing any of it. Okay, to me, that's really an ultimate if it goes to another level like that. Okay. Responding officers then was dispatched a call of battery in progress at the same location from a caller named Blank, per OEMC Communications. Oh, another battery call? As y'all recall, during this recent incident, right, Miss Elaine won't fight a man. Child, okay. At the recent incident, remember, The first 911 call was due to a battery in progress because the witness said that she saw him hitting Romeca in the back with the door. And remember, I said these are two separate cases that they pretty much, if they had gotten there in time, we probably wouldn't have had the second case, okay? Because then it turned into a homicide. If y'all had gotten y'all butts there when they had made the first phone call about a battery in progress, then it probably would not have led to her unaliving. Let's say, give me longer today. Okay, we got about a good 30. Y'all, let's say she keeping me on it. I appreciate you, sis, for real. Okay, because y'all know I love to talk, and we be up in here getting into it. Okay. Hey Brandy, good morning. Now, they should have handled the first call, which was the battery in progress. So he would have had multiple battery in progress calls. Now, that part they didn't really address yet. Okay. They didn't really address that recently. Now, it said at the same location from a caller name, and they left that person's name out, who stated that she was punched in the face by, okay, and they redacted the name, and he's trying to make her get in his car. So not only was there a punch to the face, but also he was trying to force her into this car. Okay, and it said based on this information and due to the nature in which the male subject was guiding the movement of the female subject down the street. So he was also guiding her movements. Now, y'all, what have we been saying? Okay, because remember, on one side, people are saying, and I say one side when I mean side of an argument, that, oh, Carlos is trying to hold Romeca back from trying to get at Holly. And remember, I said, was he trying to hold her back, or was he trying to hold her and trying to get her to do something? Okay. Was she struggling to get away? Because those are two different things. Okay. One looks like, oh, I'm mad, I'm trying to get at her, but you holding me back. And another is, she about to go get her gun. She's about to get you. And saying that to her while you're holding her, is she in fear for her life and trying to get out of your grasp? Those are two different things. Okay. And to highlight that, let's see. Let me show y'all that video. Okay. Give me 1 second. Let me find that one. I'm going to pull that up. What did I title that? Or did I do it as a video? Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to see if I did that one as a video or a short. Because in that one, I showed how there could be a different view of how people looked at that. Okay. It could be like, oh, he's trying to hold her back. Or it could be like, oh, he's holding her and she's trying to get away. That looks totally different. Okay. Okay, I'll find it. I'll find that one later. Okay. Let me see what y'all saying because I'm on a different screen. Okay, let's see. Missy Lane said I was in an abusive relationship and his family said I was lying. Well, he started dating someone else right away and beat her too. Okay. Now see how stuff can come out. They thought you were lying, but hey, it's a pattern. Pay attention to people's patterns. Okay. And someone put it in the chat earlier because it can also give you a prediction or indication of future actions. I love how you put that. Good morning, love. Thank you for joining. Hey, Tay T. Thank y'all so much for joining. Okay. So which one was it? Was she trying to get away because she was in fear for her life? It was 2 against 1. Okay, was it her car he was trying to force her into? Allegedly, Ladre, okay, as he tells us and rehearses his statement about this infamous video, he said that that was one of the things, and not only him, and the witness also said it too, that when Carlos was allegedly struggling with Romeca, he at first tried to put her into the passenger side of her vehicle. That sent up a red flag for me, because if you're trying to get someone away from a situation, trying to get them to leave, you would have put her into the driver's side so she can get in and drive off, right? So I was thinking to myself when he said that, oh, he was trying to put her into the passenger side. Who was going to drive it? Was someone going to get in the driver's side and drive off with her? Okay. And then it became, oh, she kind of got away out of out of his grip, and then was trying to get into Holly's car, or allegedly trying to put her into Holly's car. Okay. Missy Lane, that's what they do. Find a new victim. My son's father was the same way, and his next girlfriend set him up to be unalived. Okay. I'm telling you. All right. So let's continue. Responding officers conducted an investigatory stop on the male subject. Hey, Forever Lisa, good morning. Let's see. Responding officers verified the identity of the female subject via her passport as the victim, and the name is crossed out, named as caller of the battery. Responding officers verified the identity of the male subject via Illinois driver's license and OEMC communication to be Smith Carlos. OEMC communication related that Smith Carlos was wanted due to failure to register as a gun offender. Okay, let me pull up second part. Since September of 2019. So at that time, he had a warrant out for his arrest because he had failed to register as a gun offender. Okay. Let's see. Brandy said, I don't think the gun had come into play yet from the first call, assuming the caller would have said something on her call about the gun. No, it hadn't. No. Okay, you watched some of the march on the Facebook page for Romeca. Was it the march for Romeca? Ms. C. Lane said, I'm standing on what I first said. They was trying to kidnap Romeca, and when it didn't go as planned, then they pow her. Yes. And that's what the witness that was there said as well. And Miss C. Lane has been saying that, y'all, this whole time. She's been saying it too, that she felt that they were trying to take her somewhere else to do this. Okay. So he had already had a warrant. My thing is, bro, if you already had a warrant, you definitely shouldn't have been out in public acting up and doing the fool. Okay. Because you already had a warrant out. Based on the totality of the offenses and evidence present, responding officers attempted to place the offender, Smith Carlos, into custody. Now, check this out. See, this, you want to put your hands on women, but check out what he does. Okay. This was funny to me because this was scary too. Okay, now, as they attempted to place the offender, Smith Carlos, into custody, hold on, when the offender began to flail their arms, okay, and turn their body in order to defeat the handcuffing and arresting process. He's resisting arrest. Okay, he does not want them to put the handcuffs on him. Okay, so you could do all of this dirt, punching women in the eye, okay, trying to kidnap women and take them off, but when it's time to go to jail and for them to put you into handcuffs, you moving around. Okay, worse than a little baby that you're trying to put clothes on. Okay, when they don't want to get dressed. You flailing your arms. You're turning your body so that they can't put the handcuffs on you. Okay. Now then the responding officers, um, the responding officers performed emergency handcuffing on Smith, Carlos, and escort holds to get the offender into the police vehicle. So they had to bring in other techniques, probably people, to help get him even into the car. So why didn't you want to go, sir? He was probably scared that day and was like, oh, shoots, I got to make sure, they know this was self-defense. This wasn't my fault. We're going to tell them self-defense. Y'all move, get out of here. Trying to intimidate people around there because he didn't want to get back into that car. Okay. Hello. Miss Elaine said, I really think she tried to cover up for him, and sadly, it cost her life. Poor baby. Yeah, and that's what's going to come out too, because a lot of times, y'all, when women are in these type of situations and they are kind of afraid of the men, they may not want them to get in trouble because they may feel that the heat from that is going to be worse once they get out of jail. Okay, so they try to still protect. Now, like I said, the victim's name is covered up. Okay, Tay, when he got you in this particular police report. So I'm just curious to know if this was Romeca or another young lady, because we do see that there was a time when he did punch Romeca in her eye, and it was on her mugshot. Okay, during that time. So hey, if not, he out here doing this to multiple people. Okay. All right. So the victim was being uncooperative on the scene, and due to the ramped emotions, responding officers to give the victim a then nor a den, and the victim refused to personally have the offender arrested and sign complaints. Now, see, with that, y'all, when this doesn't happen, I think it's a different female too, honey 5K. When this happens, y'all, notice how whoever this was, if they had filed charges on him for that and he had gotten some type of jail time consequences, we probably would not have been here either. But they were being uncooperative and did not want to pretty much have him arrested. Okay. They didn't cooperate. They didn't sign the complaint. So after that, Carlos Smith gave responding officer Willis the keys to the vehicle in which he had in his possession to be transported with the offender to the district. Carlos Smith was transported to Unit 018 without incident. Upon arrival to Unit 018, he complained of injuries to his wrist and right bicep. Okay. Oh, so now he's complaining about his wrist and bicep. But were you complaining about your fist as you punched a woman in her eye? So now you want special treatment. Okay. You want someone to take care of your injury, but who's to take care of the women you're out here injuring? Okay, see, that's the part I have a whole problem with. Now you want some special treatment, but you had just punched someone. Just because they don't cooperate does not take away the fact that you just punched a woman in her eye until it was black and bleeding. Trigger warning. Okay? So who was looking after her? Responding officers requested CFD ambulance for hospital treatment for him. He was treated by a certain doctor and was released. Okay. He gave, now check this out. Carlos Smith gave responding officers verbal consent to return the vehicle to the owner, and the owner's name is redacted. Okay, so he out here riding and profiling in a vehicle that he doesn't even own. And which takes me back to I'm wondering, one day I was in Dee's chat, and one of the guys, Mr. Brown, I think James Brown was in the chat, but he was under a different name. I think David Brown. And he was talking about his truck, uh, Carlos's truck, right? But if I'm not mistaken, and if y'all remember in that chat, if you were in the chat that day, did he say that that was his truck? Because we were like, how did you get the truck? Okay, so, and then I remember also the cousin said that allegedly Carlos can't get nothing in his name. That the place where he stayed was, I guess, in his sister's name, allegedly. So he couldn't even get that in his name. So this vehicle was owned by someone else, allegedly. Okay, while you out here beating up on women and riding around trying to profile, it's not even in your name, according to this police report. So you thought it was Romeca? Yeah, he's ridiculous. Hey, Creesha, good morning, sis. Thank you for joining. Y'all make sure you hit the like button. Let everyone know we are live. Also, if you would like to support the channel, you're welcome to send a super sticker, super chat. My Cash App is on the screen, or buy a coffee, and that link is in the description field of this video. Okay? It's not even yours, sir. That's a whole mess right there. Let's see. A technician came to Unit 018 and took photos of Smith Carlos's injuries. Responding officers notified CPIC of the failure to register as a gun offender. Responding officers signed all complaints for the offenses listed above due to the offenses being against the state of Illinois. Responding officers also signed on behalf of the victim, okay, due to her injuries, and blank, they crossed out that name, with the alleged striker per OEMC. And then they had, let's see, other just little information about him failing to register as a gun offender. Oh, and he had on one of those little ankle monitors. Uh-oh. How you out here punching women in the eye and you have to walk around with a whole monitor on your ankle in a truck that's not even yours? Okay. Let me see if there's anything else. Child, my phone blowing up. Let's see. I think that was all of the up-to-date info on that particular police report. Let's see here. Let me see what y'all seeing. Right, it's Stacey, like, dude, cut it out. He had Holly thinking he was with Mika, so she would be more amped up to do his bidding. So he played on her emotions, because in the video she blamed Ro for everything and never Lowe's, because he act like Ro was chasing him. And that's possible, love. That's really possible. I can see that happening. Hey, April. Hey, sis. Hi, Angela. Welcome. Thank y'all for joining. Yeah. Oh, street creditless, rapperless bum with a bubblegum rap songs. Hey, Robin. Good morning. Are you going to be doing? Oh, yes, Brittany. Yes, I definitely will be back over there. Because I need. Yes, definitely. Uh-huh. She has been with him for 11 years, so yes, it was her. You know what? And I was thinking that it could be her. And I'm wondering, though, was it from that incident, or was this a different time? That's the thing, too. I just couldn't believe it. Hey, No More Drama is in the building. Thank you for joining. Hi, Miss Sexy. Welcome, ladies. Okay. Like, Y'all, that is a whole mess, and it confirms so much. Like this situation, I totally feel people like, yes, we've been focusing on justice for Romeca and talking more about Holly's part in this. But what really was Carlos's part in this? Okay. Did Romeca have reason to be fearful of her life on this day when he was grabbing up on her? And even if, let's just say, even if this person, this woman in this police report was not Romeca, I'm pretty sure she probably heard about it or knew about it. So if you have a whole police report of you trying to grab up women and put them in cars, what do you think is going through her head or her mind while you are grabbing up on her and trying to put her into her own car, but on the passenger side? Or allegedly grabbing her up again and trying to put her onto into Holly's car. Okay, but she just wouldn't get in. I wouldn't have wanted to either. Because what would y'all have done? Where would y'all have taken her? So she had every right to be fearful. It's 2 versus 1. You're talking about one is about to go and get her gun. Okay. And the guy also said, and he said this multiple times, I truly feel that that man knows the difference between a man and a woman, the witness that was there. Okay. He knows the difference between a man and a woman. When he was saying he was referring to Carlos. Okay. Now, the whole part about the position of where they all were, when if they had gotten all close together and so forth. Okay. Because he was going to need a little help. He was going to need a little help because now, not saying strength wise, because on this particular police report, he was resisting arrest of 2 officers. They had to call in some little backup, I guess. Oh, Lord, he was kicking like a baby. Okay, they didn't want to take any medicine. He flailing the arms, moving his body. They have to bring in emergency type of equipment or whatever they do to try to get you into the car. So strength-wise, if you had that strength, you could have taken Romeca to the driver's side of her vehicle and put her in if you were really trying to get her up out of there quickly. Okay? But you proceeded to take her to the passenger side. So it shows that you would have had the strength. Now, I'm not referring to the strength part because we know he was well capable of doing that. What I'm referring to is it would be probably kind of a little harder to hold on to her while she's wriggling, trying to get out of his grasp and use the gun. You're going to need some help because it will be hard to do both. You can't hold her at the same time of trying to shoot her. Trigger warning. Holly is the other person that's there. Is licensed to carry, has already gotten her restraining order, and really don't like Romeca anyways. Okay, pretty much borderline hates her, and she wants her up out of here anyways. Okay, hence they both have blood on their hands, literally and figuratively. Notice Carlos has more on his hands. Why is that? Okay, because we sure saw you bending down, barely touching her. Was she really trying to get away? And even in this one video that we had all watched, or some of you watched with us one night from this lady named Mara, okay? And she was another one that was doing like a channeling of Romeca. And in that, she was saying that Romeca was telling her that she felt that Carlos had punched her really hard, but it wasn't a punch to her face, it was the gunshot to her face. That's what she was saying in that video. She didn't say Holly, she said Carlos probably had punched her before. Hence the black eye. So that part wouldn't have been a surprise. This, though, was the surprise because it wasn't a fist, but it was a gunshot, unfortunately, to her face. Now, I do feel that Holly played a huge part in this, but I don't believe she was the whole mastermind behind it. I'm going to be honest. That's just my opinion. That's what they do. The clueless women always blame it on the previous girlfriend. They be hating them for no reason. Carlos was the instigator to the whole thing. Susan, clock it and welcome. Okay, right there. I believe that. I believe that. I'm gonna be honest. And at this point, allegedly, the possible hello, it's all gonna come out. Cause see, my prayer is that things be revealed, that things be exposed. Okay, and that this family gets justice. See, the enemy hides in darkness, he hides in secrets, but when things come to the light, he's exposed. And this family wants justice for Romeca, and rightfully so. What really happened that day? I pray that it all comes out. And everyone that was a part of her unaliving, that they will be brought down and she will have her justice. Remember, the Mexican witness woman said she can see the fear in Romeca's face when she broke loose from car. Thank you. Thank you for bringing that back up, Forever Lisa. Thank you for bringing that back up. She sure did. She said it right there. And she said that he had a mischievous look on his face. In the video that I was just telling y'all that from the lady Mara, she said, Romeca was saying, well, did y'all see him laughing? That stands out to me because we couldn't hear anything you said or when you were bending down. We don't know what you were saying. But we definitely heard the part where you were yelling out your the cross street. Oh, that part was loud and on video. But bending down multiple times, tapping her. We don't know that conversation. Hey, Terry, welcome. Thank you for joining. Elaine said, now it's been said that Holly has a cousin that was arrested for human trafficking. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Yes, he was definitely an instigator and wanted control. I believe that too, April. I believe that too. He had to be holding her or he was the trigger man. Brandy, clock it. I'm telling you, which one was it? Because it would be hard with her strength. Think about this, y'all. If he was already allegedly trying to put her into the passenger side of her vehicle and was unsuccessful, she was struggling, like she was strong and didn't get in. Okay. So, how would he have been able to hold her again by himself and do the unaliving? He would have had to have some help. And who's to say? Because hey, we still don't know to this day. Did they what do they call it? Dust for fingerprints on the weapon? Was it just Holly's on there? Have they done that work? Did they ever get his clothes to dust for any gunpowder? Like, these are things that they need to look into, because you can find out a whole lot. Now, if she was standing allegedly over to the side on the sidewalk, she may have gotten one shot off. I don't think that was the one that took Romeca out of here. I don't. It was the other ones. Honey Drip said, I don't know what to think happened anymore since hearing she was supposedly sitting in the car overnight looking for him because he didn't come home and he thought she went home. Yeah, I mean, that's something else that's out, allegedly. It adds some more context to why she was there. And if that's the truth, I mean, I don't know. I don't know who said that. I mean, I know who put it out there, but I don't know who the witness was, or who, I mean, the person who gave that info. I don't know. All we can say is alleged. That's what I was wondering too, OB, if they checked the pew pew for his prints. Exactly. How much work was put into this? We don't know nothing. Okay, about all of that, the investigation, because allegedly they still have the weapon. So did they dust it? Right, Tabley. They should have did that when they went into the precinct, because remember the man stated, yeah, thank you. Like say, we're missing that part. He said it multiple times too. He said it at the back. I think even Key showed that part on one of his videos, but then also in the video I just showed, okay, from that angle when he was talking around all of the other people, he said it to Carlos. That's what he did. That man knows the difference between a man and a woman. So this shows that there has been history and a pattern of him first hitting women, but also trying to kidnap women. So when you see that, that makes this not so crazy. Okay, what the guy said, that makes him look a little less crazy, right? Okay, because this has happened before. So I don't think the Hispanic guy is crazy. I think he knows exactly what he saw. That's right. That right there alone should have placed Los in cuffs. That part. Okay. But remember, he's all on the scene. Okay, got to think about this. When they get there, they don't even know who Holly was. They didn't even know she was the one that had the pow and the gun and shooting and all that. They didn't even know who she was. The witnesses had to tell them who she was. Now, we also cannot hear what the C-man was over there telling the police. We don't know the story he put out. He was over there going back and forth telling them something, because you could see they were looking at him, listening to him. So what did he tell them for them not to suspect that he was involved? We don't know that. We couldn't hear that. So he could have told them anything. Okay. We see that the witness number 3 statement on that police report was long. Okay. Looked like 2 or 3 paragraphs. So what all did he tell them? Because they didn't consider him as a suspect. Now, if they had come there for the battery call, then, hey, sir, we about to question you and Romeca. Okay? But see, they didn't get there in time. See, they could have checked his record at that point and said, wait, hold up. You've had previous battery calls? You've had a history of punching women in the face? And this witness is right here telling us that you were trying to get this young lady in the car. Then they asked Romeca, ma'am, what's going on? Was he trying to get you in the car? Did he hit you in the back with the door? See, they never got to that part. They were never able to ask her what happened, because by the time they got there, she was already gone. She didn't have a chance to tell her side. So now this whole case is really focused a lot on what Carlos said. Okay, we already know Holly was out there yelling, I got my license to carry, I got a restraining order. He gave her the self-defense part, okay, because she definitely was not yelling, oh my gosh, she was trying to come after me, she was trying to come after my baby. No, okay, we didn't see none of that. If that was the case, that would have been the first thing we would have heard. We would have seen her frantic, nervous, looking like, oh my gosh. No, she pretending to be on the doggone phone talking to the witnesses. Well, girl, still haven't seen the baby. Okay. It's still an open investigation. Maybe they're still doing their forensics. Maybe. Brandy, one could only pray and hope. But baby, they have lost the trust of a lot of people there in Chicago that said they're not doing nothing. Okay, which would be sad if they're not. It's sad. So I'm praying that that is what the story is. Okay, allegedly it's still open. But my main thing is I pray justice is served on behalf of Romeca and the people who lost her that day, that all things will come out and be exposed quickly. Okay, not holding on to stuff till it's convenient. Okay, Ladre, if you got the video, just go on and show, get it over with. Sir, people are not, I mean, it's going to be what it is. However many people that watch it. You cannot predict how many views. I know the one girl who was, we were talking about Kiki Jones. Okay, she was, baby, did a video crying on live and things. Okay, and telling her story, having a nervous breakdown. And she probably was not even thinking about views at that time. I would hope not. Okay. But that video has garnered over 12 million views. He's trying to get 1 million. Okay. You can't predict those things. She probably did not predict that that video was going to get that many views. Good morning, Real Talk. Thank you for joining. So just, I mean, go ahead and just put stuff out. Okay. Oh, I got you, girl. Sometimes I do that too. I'm like, who chatted my ear? Yes, but y'all, that was all that I had today. Yes, that's his nickname over here, girl. Ladre. Okay. Okay. We're still kind of thinking of one for the C-Man. Okay. I had one, but I said maybe it's in poor taste. I'm not gonna call him that. Okay. That boy did not have no video. He just used it to get subscribers, and it didn't work. 105K, girl. It did not work the way he thought. He does not have that much time or that many. Look, I'm looking at yours time, girl. Look, I had an extended amount. No, he does not have like an extremely high amount of subscribers. Okay, it didn't work. No, it's Los's truck. It's in his name. They use CPN like them illegals and commit fraud. Which one? The current one or the one on this police report? Because on this police report, it said to the owner. Okay, clearly he wasn't the owner. Now I don't know about this one, and I know that cousin say he can't get nothing in his name. I don't know about the current one. Okay. Open book. The family called about Romeca's phone. We don't have her phone. All they got to do is track down her phone. Oh, so the family doesn't have it. So they're talking about the phone situation. Oh my gosh. So where is her phone? Y'all see how this stuff turns into turned into a whole other mystery. Now they're looking for the phone allegedly. When we were thinking that the phones were in police custody or submitted as evidence. So where is her phone? Yes, he was straight trolling. Okay. Wow, I hope they find it. I think Q was told to cease from the family. He been quiet and took. You know what? I peeped that too, real time. I was like, he hasn't really been posting a lot of stuff. Carlos took a lot of his videos, posting pictures down. Oh, so it's a new police report. Yes, that's the one from last night. Yes, that we were talking about. On there was a part though when they took the keys and turned it over to the owner. That part. Something big about to happen, you guys. I'm telling you, I feel it. I see how certain actors moving lately. I peeped that too. We were talking about that because Ladre hadn't posted just, you know how he's been posting up a storm. He's been posting other stuff. Okay. Carlos never came live. And we still haven't seen the infamous video. Okay. So those are the updates for today, y'all. Make sure you tap that like. I am going to get off. Make sure y'all tap that like button. Been posting on his Insta story every day. Okay, so he's moved over to Instagram a lot. Okay, well, we'll see. We'll see what comes out. We're waiting. If you have not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. And don't forget to hit the bell because you never know when I'm going to go live. Thank you all so much for joining. And I hope everyone has a blessed day. Until next time. Peace out.
You just flip through truth with the open book. If you felt that heat, like share and stay locked in. Another chapter done, but we far from finished. Truth on the mic, yeah, we handle business. Real talk, no fluff, just facts and fire. From the book to the block, we taking it higher. The open book, every voice matters, every lie shatters. Catch you next page.